Good evening and a warm welcome to the Thursday edition of Primetime News. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ishmael Mukuvonda. Before we delve into tonight's lead, we wish to extend our apologies for last night's misinformation regarding the tragic VVIP vehicle accident that occurred on Wednesday. We had previously reported that the incident took place 10 kilometers outside Tsumeb, but we would like to correct that and clarify that it happened 10 kilometers outside Otavi on the B1 road from Tsumeb. Now, updating you with the latest information, the police have confirmed that the driver of the government police double cab involved in the fatal accident reportedly lost control of the vehicle due to the rupture of the right rear tire. In a report communicated to Nampa on Wednesday, Namibian Police Force spokesperson Deputy Commissioner Kauna Shikwambi highlighted that the vehicle veered off the road and rolled multiple times before coming to a stop. As the investigations into this tragic incident continue, we will keep you informed of any further developments. Moving to an ongoing narrative, the government has firmly condemned the coup d'etat that took place in Gabon, resulting in the overthrow of the democratically elected government and the subsequent detention of President Ali Bongo Ondimba, along with his family on Wednesday. In a statement released on the same day by the Ministry of International Relations and Cooperation, Executive Director Penda Nanda articulated Namibia's unswerving position against the ascension to power through unconstitutional means. The statement reiterated Namibia's unwavering commitment to a zero-tolerance stance on such actions. In parallel, a video from an anonymous source has emerged depicting Gabon's deposed president, Ali Bongo Ondimba, making an appeal to his supporters worldwide to amplify their voices. The video was recorded while he remained under house arrest subsequent to the coup. Let's now listen to the words of the deposed president.
I'm Ali Bongo Ondimba, president of Gabon, and I'm to send a message to all the friends that we have all over the world, to tell them to make noise, for the people here have arrested me and my family. My son is somewhere, my wife is in another place, and I'm at the residence. Right now, I'm in the residence and nothing is happening. I don't know what's going on. So I'm calling you to make noise, really. I'm thanking you. Thank you.
Moving on to neighboring South Africa, where a fire that engulfed a 5-story building taken over for illegal housing killed more than 70 people, including children, in central Johannesburg earlier today. The South African city's emergency services said. Another 52 were injured in what is on track to become one of the deadliest fires worldwide in recent years. Jekonia Nehemiah now brings us the full comprehensive report.
Bodies were discovered piled up at a security gate that was closed, preventing people escaping the blaze, an official said. City authorities said the building in a deprived, crime-ridden area had been turned into illegal housing after being abandoned. Most of the people living there were foreigners, one resident said. At least 7 children were among those killed by the flames, the youngest under 2 years old, he said. Some were left burned beyond recognition. Speaking outside the premises, Johannesburg Mayor Kabelo Gwamanda sent his condolences to the victims' families, describing the incident as a tragedy.
EMS, which is a department that is the first responder, was alerted at 2:30 early hours of this morning of a fire that broke out. At the time, it was 2 floors that were affected, but gradually the fire accelerated towards the 3rd floor. 141 families that have been displaced, and then 40 people that are in hospital. When the city leases a building, whoever is taking responsibility needs to make sure that the building is well kept, that they can return it to the city in a condition in which they found it in. But I cannot be able to project and predict how a business would then find itself in a situation where it's abandoning its operation for one reason or the other.
Still on continental news, the process to have Rwandan genocide suspect Fulgence Kayishema tried by UN court was delayed on Wednesday, after a judge in South Africa, where the suspect was arrested, postponed a transfer hearing. Kayishema, who allegedly took part in one of the 1994 genocide's bloodiest episodes and was detained in May in a wine farm outside Cape Town after more than 20 years on the run, was not in court.
So our understanding was that the matter was postponed to today so that he'll have his own legal representative coming on board, and then we'll plan a way forward, that is, which will include when we submit our application, our papers, when they respond to those papers. We are applying for a surrender of Fulgence to the tribunal in Arusha, in Tanzania. It's not an extradition.
First of all, we still believe strongly we have proof on it that is a mistaken identity. The Kayishema they have here, Fulgence, is not the Kayishema who was wanted by the justice. The Kayishema wanted was the former prefect, who is like a premier, who is a claimant, not a Fulgence.
Stay tuned for the business segment. Welcome to the Primetime Biz segment, your dedicated hub for the most current business updates and advancements. Earlier today, Minister of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform, Kalle Schlettwein, officiated the handover ceremony of the newly established Rundu Abattoir. Schlettwein underscored that this event signifies another crucial accomplishment in the evolution of Namibia's agricultural sector, particularly with regard to the implementation of the Beef Value Chain Development Program in the northern communal areas. Let's now hear more from the Minister in the following insert.
So the abattoir facility is in the middle of the value chain. It can only be successful if both ends of the value chain, upstream and downstream, are well supported and well functioning. And that is the purpose of the program, the livestock support program, to support the whole value chain, not only one component, but the whole, so that we have sustainability and resilience in the livestock sector. The marketing side we have solved by introducing the commodity-based trade and value addition of product identification. So the cattle must be traceable, they must follow a rigid procedure of how they are quarantined, slaughtered, chilled, and they must remain traceable right through the process. Only then can we market them in the export market.
Thus, Rundu Abata can provide several benefits to both the community and farmers in the two Kavango regions. These opportunities may come in a form of the following. Economic opportunities. The Rundu Abattoir will stimulate local economy by creating job opportunities for the community in both Kavango East and Kavango West.
Moving on to the transport and logistics sector, Minister of Works and Transport John Mutorwa emphasized the increasing momentum of the Trans-Kalahari Railway project, highlighting its superior efficiency in facilitating the transportation of goods and services between Namibia and Botswana. Mutorwa shared these observations during a meeting held on Wednesday in Windhoek with Botswana's Minister of Transport and Public Works, Eric Molale.
And we see roads are playing a very important role in the transportation of people, services, and goods. But rail transportation is even much better in terms of the transportation of large freights. So, we are here, as Minister Molale stated, we talked about the Trans-Kalahari Railway project. I don't need to repeat what they stated. The signing took place 9 years ago. Things were happening, but I fully agree with him that the last few years there is momentum now to this project. And I think people can see that things are going to happen.
Wrapping up our featured news segment for this evening, our focus now shifts to the imminent weather forecast. Welcome to Sport Planet, your definitive destination for all the latest and most exciting sports action. Tonight's segment is dominated by the high-octane world of Formula One. Max Verstappen is on the cusp of another new record as he prepares for the Italian Grand Prix and another step towards a near-inevitable third consecutive Formula One world title. The dominant Dutchman is red-hot favorite to break the record of 9 straight GP wins he shares with four-time world champion Sebastian Vettel after drawing level with the German at Zandvoort last weekend. Verstappen delighted an army of home fans at the Dutch Grand Prix with a superb victory in wild conditions which extended his lead at the top of the driver's standings over Red Bull teammate Sergio Perez to 138 points. On to news from Team Mercedes. Lewis Hamilton and George Russell renewed their contracts with Mercedes until 2025, the Formula One team announced earlier today. The Silver Arrows confirmed that the pair would continue driving together in the next 2 seasons ahead of this weekend's Italian Grand Prix. Hamilton currently sits fourth in the driver's standing, 183 points behind leader and the reigning champion Max Verstappen. Fellow Brighton Russell is 3 places back on 99 points. Stay tuned for your sports roundup. As we conclude tonight's broadcast, we want to express our sincere appreciation for your continued viewership. Your support is truly invaluable. Moreover, we encourage you to engage with us by liking, sharing, and leaving your thoughts in the comment section. On behalf of myself, Ishmael Mukuvonda, and our dedicated team behind the scenes, we wish you a serene and restful night ahead. Good night.